Hello. Today I'm going to talk about a few things in World of Tanks that could be changed. It's mainly towards Steel Hunter. The video title is worded more broadly because some of these topics apply to Frontline and random battles too, but mostly Steel Hunter. The first thing I'll talk about is the Minefield consumable, available in Frontline and Steel Hunter. It is unfair and poorly designed. I joked about it being toxic in Frontline, but unlike Frontline, it's a big problem in Steel Hunter. You see, they're okay in Frontline because anybody can equip it, and if you die, you just simply respawn. In Steel Hunter, only the Variag can use them, and if you die in Steel Hunter, that's it, you're out. There are three big problems with landmines that I will list out here. 1. They are nearly invisible. 2. They have almost no startup time, meaning they are almost instantly active as soon as they are placed. 3. They can be placed right on top of you. For landmines to be unfair, all three of what I listed needs to be true. If just one of these were changed, landmines would be balanced. I ordered the list from least broken to most broken. Like, for point 1, they are nearly invisible. I actually think this is okay because it adds another layer of skill required in that you need to be perceptive of potential landmines when fighting a Variag. The problem is, when he does place the landmines, they are instantly activated, basically giving you zero chance to evade them. And since he can place them on top of you, you're basically fucked right in place and stunned. Please, either make them visible, or better yet, give them a startup time of say 3 seconds, or even make it so they can't place them right on top of you. They have to place them in front of you, and you have to make the mistake of not seeing them and driving over them. Only one of these needs to be done, not all three for landmines to be fair. Check out these clips I have of landmines just being completely unfair. Watch, he's gonna landmine. Ready? No.
I paused it perfectly. Another perfect.
"72 virgins."
Don't let him pick up his shit.
Oh,
Fucking
shit,
landmines.
fine.
I'm done for. It's over.
They're not.
It's just you're gonna drive right into it.
Oh shit.
It's the fucking classic landmines. You just can't do anything about it. He's stock. He is completely stock, and he owned us both because he has landmines.
Well, there's stuff you can do about landmines. Darwinism,
Just reloaded.
Like, isn't that
Darwinism
funny,
has,
Leo?
Taught the
Yeah.
Cambodian.
He's completely stock, and he owned us
notice
both because he
landmines.
has landmines.
Yep.
Fucking fair. I don't think the current state of landmines are fair for either Frontline or Steel Hunter, but Steel Hunter is much more competitive. Seriously, I would probably have a 90% win rate in Steel Hunter if it wasn't for landmines. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. The next issue is the Raven. It's just disgustingly overpowered. I played the Hurricane, and I thought that was the new OP tank with all of its abilities and autoloader. Then I played one match in the Raven, and it reminded me of just how incredibly overpowered it is. The Raven has no weaknesses at all. It has high DPM, high mobility, decent armor, a nice autoloader, high pen, and insane consumables. This is too much. I think the biggest problem for me is the Raven's trap ability. It's just too strong compared to what other tank abilities are. Its range is massive, it lasts forever, and it slows you down way too much. The thing is, I don't think there's a way to nerf the trap itself without making it useless, so I offer a different solution. When a Raven puts a trap down, it should take about 2 seconds before the trap becomes active, and when it does activate, over time, its radius decreases until it eventually disappears. This does 3 things. 1. Allows the victim a chance of evading the trap if they are paying attention and are quick with their driving. 2. Gives the victim a chance of escaping if caught on the edge of the trap. 3. It encourages the Raven player to get closer if they want their trap to be more effective. I think these two changes are the best, and it allows the trap to still be strong, unlike the Beowulf, but it also gives the victim a chance of escaping. By the way, if I want to win a game of Steel Hunter, I just play the Raven, and as long as I don't instantly die in the beginning, I can genuinely say I win most of my games. It's actually sad how pathetic the Valkyrie and the Variag are compared to the Raven. The Raven is the only tank where I could play with my food at the end, just to farm damage. Like, I purposely keep them alive, shoot them a bit, let them heal, shoot them a bit, just to farm big damage number. What a good player can do in a Raven is just simply disgusting. Anyway, look at these clips I have of the trap and how brutal they are. Another issue I'd like to bring up is how the ammunition works in this mode. And no, I'm not talking about premium rounds doing less damage. I already discussed why that's a bad idea. What I'm referring to is how guns with drastically different rates of fire keep the same amount of ammo regardless of alpha damage. What I mean is that, let's say you have 30 rounds of ammunition. You upgrade, for example, the Bai Lang to have the 650 alpha gun. Now you have 30 rounds of 650 alpha. That totals to 19,500 damage. That should be good enough, and it is. Now repeat the same experiment, but with the Hurricane or the Harlequin's high rate of fire guns. Now, for example, you upgrade the Harlequin to the anti-tank machine gun that has 110 alpha damage. You now have 30 rounds of 110 alpha damage. That totals to a potential of 3,300 damage. See the problem? Wargaming, please increase the ammo count for tanks that have low damage but high rates of fire. It's no fun having to run around at tier 7 hunting for green drops just to get 2 rounds of ammo. My idea is that as soon as you upgrade to a gun that has low alpha damage but high rate of fire, simply double the user's current ammo count and make all drops that give ammo double the amount they give. It's an easy fix. By the way, I mentioned earlier, but the Valkyrie is utter garbage. I have almost never seen them make it to the late game. They're basically a free kill. This is because despite being a heavy, it has no armor, but its gun is so weak that everything it fights has armor. In reality, the Valkyrie is just a slow medium with a bad gun. There are plenty of ways to fix it. I mean, you could just give the gun more pen. That would be my suggestion, so at least it could fight back. But, yeah, it's not very good. Let's talk about high explosive guns. Did you know that the Steel Hunter uses the old high explosive mechanics? Back when high explosive rounds could splash yourself and could do more splash damage to others? Here, I'll prove it. So does HE still do splash? Let's find out. Oh my god, it's the old HE! It's the old HE on this mode!
Oh, hell yeah.
6 HP. I'm gonna splash myself. I think Wargaming did this on purpose because, well, every single Steel Hunter tank has spaced armor all around it. So, if we were firing HE with the new HE mechanics, it would just give you the "screen not penetrated" prompt. There's one small problem with implementing the old HE mechanics. HE does not penetrate spaced armor, and every tank in Steel Hunter has spaced armor. Like, here. This is just sad. Look at the rear of the Bai Lang. 30mm of armor, 20mm of spaced. That should be no problem for 210mm high explosive rounds, right? You should run. Oh. Alright, how to pen him without hitting his spaced armor. Of course. Spaced armor, dude.
Yeah, see, I hate that. I hate that so much.
I can't beat him. He has armor. He has fucking armor. He has fucking armor. Yeah. By the way, for the HE gun on the Harlequin, I only load the less damaging 210mm pen rounds. Because, like, not only is 60mm not enough, but with spaced armor, you're never going to penetrate anything. These rounds are completely useless. The Bai Lang is even worse. It has 45mm of pen, so I don't even bother. I just use AP. For some reason, these tanks don't get the intuition skill. So you would just go with the higher pen ammo because you can't afford to bounce. Wargaming, either buff the pen to something like 90mm, or give the Harlequin and Bai Lang intuition. I don't know why you're so hesitant when it comes to the HE guns in Steel Hunter, when tanks like the Raven exists. You gotta stop and wonder why anyone would even bother with the HE guns, since it's supposed to be the big alpha damage gun, but 400 alpha? It's not big. And for the Bai Lang, you know, 850 is big, but 45 pen, you're not gonna pen anything. If you're gonna make penetrating tanks with HE difficult, with spaced armor and the old HE mechanics, could you at least give tanks intuition so the best ammo could be selected for the situation? Or, I mean, you could just buff the high explosive penetration. Or you could just make it so HE pen spaced. Or anything, dude. Like, how could you nail it on the original Steel Hunter and just continuously fuck it up for all the versions after? I don't know, man. It seems like Wargaming hasn't got a clue about anything, dude. Like, they see that there are more Kronvangs in pub matches, so they add it to Steel Hunter, completely unaware that the community hates Kronvangs. And it's not even like they're trying to sell an overpowered premium. They really are just adding it because they perceive it as popular. Or maybe they do know. Maybe they just want to cater to the bad players by giving them a tank that's easy to play. Who knows, dude? All I know is that landmines are stupid, trap is too strong, high explosive guns are better, but they're still kind of sucky, and Wargaming is just fucking stupid. So, there you go. Rant over. You can go post it in the comments. You can make a Reddit post about it. I don't care. What you are going to do is, fuck off.